Humans have started to build more powerful and high-speed objects for decades to reach distant targets. A space shuttle in the orbit travels at a speed of 17,000 miles per hour. A number of space probes from NASA like Helios 1, Helios 2 or Voyager 1 have enough power to reach the Moon in a few hours. Here the list of 10 fastest man-made objects ever. 1. Rocket sled. 6,453 miles per hour. Rocket sleds are actually testing platforms used to accelerate experimental objects. During tests, it creates a record speed of 6,453 miles per hour. The rocket sleds use sliding pads instead of wheels to reach blazing speed. Rocket sleds are propelled using rockets. This external force makes an initial acceleration on experimental objects. The rocket sleds also have long straight track stretches over 10,000 feet. The tank of rocket sleds also filled with lubricants like helium gas so that the experimental object will reach to sufficient speed. Rocket sleds are commonly used to accelerate missiles, aircraft parts and emergency rescue sections of aircraft. 9 NASA X-43A. 7,000 miles per hour. NASA X-43A is an unmanned hypersonic aircraft used to launch from a larger aircraft. In 2005, Guinness Book of World Records recognized NASA X-43A as fastest aircraft ever made. It sets a top speed of 7,000 miles per hour. That is about 8.4 times faster than the speed of sound. The NASA X-13A uses a drop launch technology. At first, this hypersonic aircraft will bring to high altitude using larger aircraft and then dropped. With help of booster rocket, this aircraft would reach the target speed. At the final phase, after reaching the target speed, NASA X-13A balanced by its own engine. To own a ride a super-fast motorcycle may be one of your dreams. The question is if you have. Lifestyle 8 Space Shuttle Columbia. 17,000 miles per hour. Space Shuttle Columbia was the first ever successful space shuttle in the history of space exploration. It has successfully completed 37 missions since 1981. During the missions, Space Shuttle Columbia held a record speed of 17,000 miles per hour. The Space Shuttle Columbia outreached its normal speed when it crashed down on the 1st of February 2003. Normally, a space shuttle travels at a speed of 17,000 miles per hour to remain in the low Earth orbit. At that speed, the crew of Space Shuttle can see sunrise and sunset a number of times within a single day. 7 Discovery Space Shuttle. 17,400 miles per hour. Space Shuttle Discovery held the record of a maximum number of successful missions than any other spacecraft in the history. The spacecraft has made 30 successful flights since 1984. It also held a record speed of 17,400 miles per hour. That is, 5 times faster than the speed of a bullet. Sometimes spacecrafts have to travel faster than the normal speed of 17,000 miles per hour. Such conditions depend on the orbit and altitude of spacecraft. 6 Apollo 10 Capsule. 24,791 miles per hour. Grab our newsletter. Never miss a list from TMW. Apollo 10 was a rehearsal mission by NASA before lunar landing. During the return journey, on the 26th of May 1969, the Apollo 10 capsule acquired a blazing speed of 24,791 miles per hour. Guinness Book of World Records recognized Apollo 10 capsule as highest speed achieved by a manned vehicle. In fact, Apollo 10 module required such a blazing speed to reach Earth's atmosphere from lunar orbit. Apollo 10 also has completed the mission within 56 hours. 5 Stardust. 28,856 miles per hour. Stardust was a special space probe launched by NASA in 1999. The goal of this mission is to collect samples from Comet Wild 2 for laboratory analysis. This 300-kilogram robotic probe attained a maximum speed of 28,856 miles per hour during that mission. That is, 6 times faster than the speed of bullet. Stardust has also successfully completed its primary mission in 2006. During the mission, Stardust has traveled 2 billion miles to meet with the Comet Wild 2. The inbuilt rockets on the space probe powers it to make her swing in space to reach the comet. 4 New Horizons. 36,373 miles per hour. New Horizons is a space probe launched by NASA in 2006. The goal of this mission is to study about planet Pluto and its moons. This probe has successfully flew 7,800 miles above the Pluto on the 14th of July 2015. Thus, New Horizon has become the first space probe to explore the dwarf planet Pluto. The space probe was launched on the 19th of January 2006. At that time, it has attained a record speed of 36,373 miles per hour, the highest launch speed than any other space probe. The monopropellants and gravitational assistance are main components that empowers the New Horizons space probe to attain such blazing launch speed. 3 Voyager 1, 38,610 miles per hour, 38,610 miles per hour. Voyager I is the farthest traveled man-made object to date. This space probe was launched back in 1977 with the mission of study about the outer solar system. On August 25, 2013, NASA Voyager 1 has successfully entered the interstellar space. During the mission, the Voyager 1 space probe attained a maximum speed of 38,610 miles per hour. It has also covered a record distance of 520 million kilometers every year. Voyager 1 space probe will continue to the mission until 2025.2 Helios 1, 142,000 miles per hour. Helios 1 space probe was launched by NASA along with German Space Agency on the 10th of December 1974. The goal behind this mission was to study about solar processes. The NASA space probe managed to reach the Sun's elliptical orbit. Helios 1 space probe has attained a speed of 142,000 miles per hour during the journey. This space probe orbit around the Sun at a distance of 1 astronomical unit, 149,597,871 kilometers from the surface. Helios 1 continued to send back data until 1982.1 Helios 2, 157,078 miles per hour. NASA Helios 2 space probe is the fastest man-made object ever. It set a record speed of 157,078 miles per hour during the mission. Helios 2 also has made a closer approach to the Sun than its predecessor. Helios 2 has looped around the Sun at a record distance of 0.29 astronomical units from the surface. Helios 2 launched on January 15, 1976. It reached the orbit of Sun on the 17th of April 1976. The space probe sent back data about solar plasma, solar dust, cosmic rays and the electrical field to Earth until the 23rd of December 1979. Both Helios 1 and 2 space probes still remain in the orbit of the Sun.